Into our newsroom, Senator Martha McSally responding to explosive new allegations that a Russian spy organization under Vladimir Putin offered members of the Taliban bounties for the killings of U.S. soldiers. The reports state U.S. intelligence officials gave the information to President Trump and the White House 3 months ago, though the president tweeted the information was not reported to him. The statement from the senator reads, if accurate, the New York Times report alleging that Russia offered the Taliban cash to kill American troops is deeply disturbing. I am asking for an urgent classified briefing from our intelligence agencies to determine its credibility. We know one thing for sure. Putin and his gang of murderers have actively worked to erode American interests, and he can't be trusted.